All right, my people. Let's get this cracking in Jesus' name. Welcome, welcome, welcome to some more MBTA Boston to Worcester. We were doing, oh, hello. We were doing a little bit yesterday, and we are continuing on from where we left off. No, we are not continuing on from where we left off because I was very particular in the route that I chose yesterday because of the time limitation. Back on the controller because I don't know, it's weird. I never expected. Where's my game audio? Where's my game audio? Oh, I'm not even in the game. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't think it does make sense, but I wasn't in the game. Take that as you want. I was in the game, but I wasn't really in the game. I think I need to turn down my game audio a little bit. Or don't I? Nah. Well, I'm a little bit loud, aren't I? But we're good. I'm a little bit louder than the game, as much as the game is quite loud in itself. But it doesn't seem to be being too much of an issue. So I'm going to leave it as is. And if you guys have an issue with it, then you can let me know. I will sort it. But judging by the levels, we're good. At least now that the train's not running up. Now the train is running up. Let's see how loud it gets. Sorry, I know this has nothing to do with you guys, but I've got a stream open. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm a little bit louder than I would prefer to be. However, I think it's working just fine, so I'll leave it as is. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I don't think there's no one that I can see live again. So, if you are watching, then you are watching the VOD. So welcome. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm continuing on through the journey modes. I've left scenarios alone for now. I've decided in my head that as I was late to the party anyway, I streamed this, I think, 2 days or so after the full release. So everyone that's done content, whether it's just timetable runs, whether it's live streams. Hello, Stad Looks. Nice to see you, my man. It's been a while. How you doing? Everyone that's done content has done their content, live streams, YouTube videos, reviews, and yeah, there's no point in me rushing to record scenarios. I kind of like do what I usually do, which is on release day, start with the scenarios, record them, and then upload them the following day. So I get a stream out of them, but and also just YouTube content. But I thought to myself, let me actually familiarize myself with the route, because one mistake I think I made, well, not it's necessarily a mistake, but I think one thing that I would prefer to do is to, that's almost a perfect stop, is to, glad that you're doing fine, Stat. I'm doing fine as well, my man. Thank you very much. One thing that I would rather do, I think would be better, is for me to familiarize myself with the route, at least a little bit. Hello, Ella said, what time I called this? Listen, bro. I do what I can in it. I'm doing what I can at the moment. I'm doing what I can at the moment, my man. I'll just slide on and creep on at some random time. Maybe I should like put an announcement in the Discord, but you know what? Go in there. Let's give it a go. Because yesterday I didn't do it and it was very, very quiet. And I was thinking to myself, raw. So like, what? I don't stream for a couple of days, and so what? Everyone just forget about poor Adnan. But I said at the same time, I can't really say too much because I didn't actually broadcast the stream, right? So let me do it now. I'm going to tag everyone in general in our Discord, and let's see the difference in turnout in it. I am also bearing in mind that it is a Friday. Yesterday was a Thursday, so I think in general I'd expect less people to be in attendance on a Thursday compared to a Friday. But hey, no one's got an excuse. Oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Okay, that's cap. What is it? Why is it that you've managed to do one relatively neutral message and then the second one is just cap? Why have you done this, Elizabeth? You are not heading to no club. If you headed to a club, you'd have gone to a club. Me streaming is not going to prevent you from going to a club. I am definitely not the reason that you're not going to a club. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's a mere coincidence. A happy accident, as some would say. But yeah, I had okay, so there's 2 mods so far. There's one that's like for the coach numbers. Apparently they were wrong and they've been sorted. And there was one that downloaded yesterday, which I was a little bit not gassed, but I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Which was some secret sound files that someone had found that when applied to the train. I forgot what loco it was for. And the mod basically enabled those sound files. But then Matt said in the on the forums today, he was like, those intentionally weren't included because the RPM and the simulgraph physics of the F40 doesn't match up, because the F40's simulgraph apparently is still that of the Caltrain one, which it's not great. It's not really what you want to hear, if I'm being totally honest. Because it means that they haven't updated the physics and the simulgraph stuff for the F40, so that was a little disappointing. So they've got the audio for the correct analytics or statistics, but they haven't bothered to do the simulgraph stuff. So I don't know whether they're gonna at some point revisit the F40 on here and update it as they should, or whether they're just gonna let the correct sound file rot away. It's a weird one, really weird. But yeah, so I removed that mod because apparently at best the sound wasn't gonna match up with the RPM of the train. So, and I was playing with it yesterday, but I didn't notice because I had the Carlisle, the West Coast Main Line Just Trains route preview playing as well. I was watching that at the same time, and I was basically listening to 2 trains at the same time, which wasn't great for you know, focusing on what I was currently driving. But I'll take Matt's word for it. Oh, this sounds good. Something about this sounds really good. I don't know. It sounds like the Victoria line a little bit. But yeah. IRL streams from English clubs. Hey, I actually contemplated it not too long ago, but I thought, nah, I can't. I would have to be one of those like dedicated live streamers, like live streamers that record everything in real life. But then also, I'm no longer the club type, if I'm being honest. I can still find myself there, but I don't derive the same pleasure, if any, that I used to. So I don't think it's very likely that I'll bring you guys to the club with me. I don't even know what the rules are as well when like live streaming from a club. Obviously people do it, but like, you know, it's not everyone that wants to be recorded, and not everyone that would be okay with it, really. Hello, Mr. ASR. Tomorrow, 3 weeks of development in one summer. Oh, nice. Finally, yeah, they've made us way in it. A little 2-week break. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting some information about the DLC, seeing as they didn't give us any information with the other information they gave us. Hello, Transport Legend. How you doing, mate? The Speedo is still broken. How is the Speedo broken? Where is the Speedo? Is it just a digital one? Oh, snap. I did not realize how fast we were going. Probably going to overshoot it. The Peninsula Corridor one didn't have... The Caltrain one didn't have this, did it? It didn't have a digital display. Or am I lying? Go for it. Nah. Nah. My days are over, man. If the thing is, even when I do go now, I don't go alone. So, you know, how? I don't know how it would all work. Yes, Transport Legend, I do remember that very clearly. It was a quietly inconvenience for yourself. I do remember. Oh, no, the Caltrain one has the digital one, but it ticks up, isn't it? It's like the lights go around, and they go one by one by one by one. It's broken. The yellow bar thingy. The yellow bar thingy. The yellow bar thingy. The yellow bar thingy. Are you sure it's this train? Are you sure it's the F40? The Speedo. I didn't have any issues with it, so I didn't play much with it. I think I've done 2 or so services with it. So I haven't done a ton of playtime on Peninsula Corridor recently, but the couple times I did drive it, all in all, maybe about 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours. I didn't notice any issues personally. Maybe I got lucky. Yesterday, a Beko engineer came out. Shout out to Beko. I used to have a Beko TV, the one of the fat bum Beko TV, classic. Oh, well, at least we're getting it sorted now. That's quite annoying though. I feel like that shouldn't even be a thing, if I'm going to be totally honest. That seems so silly. And those rubber pipes are meant to hold for a long time, you know. Unless you're constantly moving the washing machine and causing stress to the pipe itself and where it's connected, it should last a long bloody time. Oh, Stadlux. God bless Joss Trains. God bless Joss Trains, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So it should drop on Thursday, yeah? 26th Thursday. I won't be able to do a release day stream. I'm going to be working. My work schedule is going to clash. If it's a Tuesday, I'll be able to. If it's a Thursday, I won't be able to. Do you guys know if it's going to be a Tuesday or a Thursday that it's going to release? I know it's the 26th, Stadlux, but I don't know what day it's going to fall on off the top of my head. I don't have a calendar in front of me. You've seen it happen, ASR. I'm not denying it does. If you're saying it, bro, it's TSW, man. If you tell me there's any sort of bug on TSW, I'm gonna believe you. But I've just been lucky with it, and it hasn't happened yet. When was the last time you played it? Maybe it's something that was fixed sometime recently. It happens rarely, not often, but it does happen that Dovetail will update something and they won't tell us. Oh, 1 yard. I love my 1 yard stops. It was bubbling up and overfilling inside. Yeah, I guess so. It's meant to be a vacuum, isn't it? So I guess with the tear, air was filling it, and then it was just causing all sorts of issue with it. Like I said, at least we're getting it cracking, man. Oh, in this one. Okay, then in that case, yes. It flashes, doesn't it? Yeah. I've just been thinking to myself, maybe just trying to emulate some sort of real behavior where maybe because of the train shake or, I don't know, loose connections or something. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not excusing it. But because I don't know for sure, I don't know every single thing about the train. You know, I like to try and give Dovetail the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's intentional, but if you're saying it's a bug and you're sure, then yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like right now, it's tweaking out. Okay, well, it's not doing it anymore, but it went off for like 2 seconds and it came back. But yeah, it does that. It seems to only do that in the lower speeds. I haven't really noticed it happen above like 30. But yeah, it does happen. It does happen. It's a Tuesday. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then yeah, we'll do a release day stream. That's fantastic. (2014). I mean, 10 years is a considerable amount of time, Transport Legend, but I think it should have lasted longer. I mean, God knows, I'm not exactly a Beko engineer. I'm not a washing machine engineer. So maybe maybe that is the correct like life cycle of it. I don't know. But I wouldn't guess so. It is a Tuesday. Thank you for the confirmation. Oh no, that's what I'm saying, ASR. I didn't know you were referring to this. As soon as I acknowledged you were referring about this train, I said, yeah, I've had it happen. And obviously we all saw it happen together, especially because I've got the light off in the cabin. Makes it a lot easier to see. But yeah, no, it's been happening on every single journey I've made with the F40. Every single journey has had it, so it's a consistent problem. So Dovetail cannot come out and say, well, we haven't been able to reproduce it, so no, it's been happening every single journey. There cannot be an excuse about not being able to reproduce it. Fortunately, it's nothing major. It is a little bit annoying, and again, begs the question: was the product really tested? Because, like I said, I've seen it happen on every single journey. It's very visible, you know, because it's, well, in the bloody cabin that we're driving from. So, yeah, does beg the question of why wasn't it caught out already, but nothing we haven't encountered before, eh? Extremely durable. Quotation marks indeed. Ah, that one rings bells, ASR. What you've just said there. That rings bells. I remember hearing something like that. I never spent too much time on that route, but I remember that complaint. I remember that complaint alongside a few others. However, okay, so you're saying to this day, it's still there? Because I remember Boston Sprinter getting a few updates that were intended to fix bugs, if I'm correct in remembering. I just can't remember specifically what bugs those patches were for, but I guess the speeder thing wasn't part of it. But that thing where in cabin certain things won't change until you look out, until you go to a different camera and then come back in, that doesn't only affect the F40 on Boston Sprinter and here. Well, it doesn't affect it on here anyway, but it doesn't just affect it on Boston Sprinter. I've seen that on a few different trains over the years. Hey, hello, Dommy. How you doing? Maybe my my everyone on Discord is working. So Transport Legends, the speedo on the right, obviously the speedo, which is 34 right now, going up to 35, and above it says 45. You can see like the bar to the left of where it says 38 right now, and it's sort of going up, counting the speeds. That sometimes will just go off and then on again, off and then on again, off and then on again, quite randomly, seemingly. That's a bug. And apparently the F40 on Boston Sprinter has a different but similar issue as well, where the speedo won't change even as you're accelerating or deaccelerating until you go to an outside camera view, or just put your head outside. If I remember correctly, you don't even need to fully switch to an outside camera. You just need to get your head out of the cab, and you put your head back in, or you go back to the interior camera, and it sorts itself out. Playing TSW on a tablet, Dommy. Ah, connected to your PC. Just like my... oh my god, I almost just ripped myself off. Just like my iPad. I can have TSW on it. Yes, ASR, yeah. Just so it's one of those weird ones that just seem to just be part of the game at this point. They've been there as long as we can remember. No word on them being fixed. They're just there. They're part of the game. They're part of the furniture at this point. And as I said the other day about, I've actually come to accept that TSW is what it is when it comes to products from Dovetail. You buy a Ford Fiesta, you get a Ford Fiesta. You don't get a Range Rover. So I know when I buy a Dovetail product, most likely it's going to be a Ford Fiesta base model. If I'm lucky, I'll get a more premium model, maybe with air conditioning in it and heated seats. But otherwise, I'm expecting a base model Ford Fiesta, and I don't get upset when I get my base model Ford Fiesta in it. Hello, CP. How are you? Can you play on a fridge? Probably. You can brake and apply throttle just using your fingers on a screen. Yeah, because usually the touch acts as a mouse, right? So you're basically dragging them. I mean, it's a challenge. If you can do a whole route end to end, even without safety systems, I'll rate it big time. I won't even lie. That will be a hell of an achievement, Dummy. I mean, Transport Legends, I guess. Maybe, perhaps. Can't say for sure, but maybe. I will not play TSW on the iPad. No. It won't be fun. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one got it's a bit far where the stopping marker is. It won't be fun. Because I'm just going to be playing on a smaller screen. With limited controls. There's nothing fun about it. Sorry for the darkness. I like it though. It's quite atmospheric. But yeah, I was doing this run anyway off stream. I started it way back when I first got in from work. And then I've only just come back to it. So yeah. Yes, that looks, yeah. Yeah, well aware. Full release. Exav early access. There should also be a DLC, but no date's been given yet, which is quite interesting. But we should be receiving an update this week, this weekend, about the work that's been done over the past 2 to 3 weeks. And hopefully within that, they give us some sort of update on the DLC. But yeah, really, really looking forward to it, man. The 80s route is coming alongside the full release as well. There's just nothing to be anxious about, nothing to be worried about. It's all good news, man. Really happy. If you use high POV is possible. What do you mean high POV? What do you mean? I did ASR, yeah. The coaches, right? The coaches. They look very, very nice. Very nice. I love the color. Oh, FOV. Well, I mean, if you want it to be a real challenge, Tommy, you just use the mouse to like look up. Oh, you can't do that, can you? To look up and down. Yeah, that's to like zoom out with the mouse and then do the rest on my on the tablet itself. He just ran and no one caught him, CP. So it wasn't even like a planned breakout like what happened in France a couple months ago. He literally just ran out. How? Was the door unlocked? Hey, that's a Transport Legend. So would you say you're prepared for Long Island Railroad 2 and its havoc? That is a hell of a challenge, my man. I'm telling you. A hell of a challenge with all the safety systems. It's good to learn them, though. It makes the experience more fun, in my opinion, you know. Way more fun. I haven't had a great deal of time with this route. But the little I've done of it, I think this is my 3rd timetable run. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's not meant to be super busy. It's not meant to be a crazy long route. It's nice. I like it. On my first, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I think. On the stream yesterday or the first time I played MBTA. Or was that yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday, the first time I played it. It was yesterday. There was this service and it was just so sick. It was like an F40 with some sort of CSX freight loco in the middle, and then another F40, and then those like flat flat freight wagons. I don't know the exact name of them. It was really, really cool. DLC will be Warsaw to watch. Yeah. So we know what the DLC is. It's just a matter of having the release date, which is pretty strange that we don't have it yet because, like, they've been giving us updates and information about it alongside the next big update. So I guess we all assumed that with the date of the next update, that we would also get information for the DLC. So it's a little bit odd that we didn't get that. It's like a bit of a mismatch. All right, Dommy. Bon appetit and see you soon, my man. Oh, he was caught, CP. Good. So I assume he was going to attempt to leave the country, I guess. Okay, ASR. I don't have beef with that, if I'm being honest. I'd like to see at least within a year of release. So between 13th of December and the next 13th of December. I would like to see some effort put to make it multiplayer, but I won't be mad if it doesn't make it. As long as there's an active timetable, you know, it's not dead. Plenty of scenarios. Hopefully some sort of save game function. I'm not complaining, man. The cab car has a door for the exterior. The cab car has a door for the exterior. What do you mean, CP? What exactly is your question? Are you saying does the cab car have a door for the exterior? I don't know for sure. I haven't checked specifically the ones that are with this route, but I believe you use the passenger doors. The cab cars, as far as I know, from what I've driven on here, they don't have their own door, like this one, for example, right? They don't have that. So you'd have to walk. You'd have to go through the door that separates the passenger compartment to the driver's compartment, and then exit via the passenger doors. I'm happy to be corrected if I'm wrong. Roadmap. I'm very happy with the roadmap, not gonna lie. And very happy with the JT route. I'm looking forward to it, man. I watched the preview yesterday. I missed about 15 minutes of the beginning and like 15 minutes from the end as well, I think. But it looks really good. Very detailed. I like the scenery. The 87 seemed amazing. Looking forward to the challenge that will bring. Listening to all the services and just, man, passion sells it, right? The way the developers are talking, and you could hear the passion not only for the route itself and all the information and knowledge that they had, but also for their own work, the pride. Like that alone sells the route, right? So just the whole thing was just, yeah, man. Jamie was full of praise. Yeah, just I'm looking forward to it, and I enjoy the roadmap. I enjoy the roadmap. I know it seemed like you weren't too chuffed about it on the Discord, from what I gathered, but I was happy with it, man. Happy with what's coming to the West Coast main line, all the services and all the new moves. What else was there? There was some other stuff there. I was speaking about it with the guys in chat yesterday. There was a few things. I don't remember off the top of my head now, but there were a few things that I really liked. Yeah, the German and American DLCs, that looks that we are still awaiting for some new information, some update, something. But yes, I'd like to think that those are still in progress. Well, when you say from all the DLCs, ASR, you've mentioned the only two that are due to come out, no? The Watch route and the CD163. Is there any other DLC that's meant to be coming out? Forgive me if I missed any whistle boards or horn boards, I guess. You guys got me busy and looking at chat. What do I think about the new German route? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Mittenwaldbahn? Or is there another one that you're referring to? If it's the Mittenwaldbahn, the screenshots look absolutely gorgeous. I know nothing about the crocodile other than what's been said in the forum, and I remember it when I was really young. My dad found somewhere this box of pictures and like descriptions. I don't know what it was from, but he brought it home and I was really enjoyed looking at them. And it had some fighter planes and it had trains. And from the trains, I remember a picture of the crocodile and it stuck with me forever. It's one of the earliest memories I have. It's just looking at it was red and it was just a crocodile. And I always thought to myself, that looks so. Not always thought to myself, but back then, I was just thought to myself, that's really strange. You know, being in London, only seeing EMUs around me. I thought, what on earth is this? And that's it. I never researched it when I got older. That's it. It just lived in my memory. And it's just strange having it come to the game now and finally kind of like actually explore it, learn more about it. So yeah, man, and it's going to be a TSG product. So only one little thing that was a bit strange was in one of the screenshots. There was a particular area that looked like it was quite blurry or like low textures, low resolution. I'm not sure what was going on there. But other than that, oh god, it was beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful, man. Kanachen timetable, yeah. I forgot about that. I won't lie to you. I forgot about that. The modded one continues to be updated. Shout out to the guy behind it, also the guys behind it. But nothing on the official one, man. Yeah, I forgot about that completely. Seems to disappear just like the 104. Oh, I'll tell you what, I didn't like too much about the roadmap update. And I guess I'm not mad about it. I know not many people are working on it. It's a passion project. But still, the Great Western Express remaster. Still not coming within 3 months. And it's November. I was a little bit annoyed at that. That's something I'm really looking forward to. So, annoyed that we have to wait more. But, oh, I'll tell you what I was looking forward to. Look at my ADHD brain. The reveals. The reveals and then the big one on the 20th of December. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, hello Nabil. How you doing, my boy? Oh, you know what, ASR? I didn't think of it from that angle. I just read your chat, the last one. No, the penultimate one that you put about the announcements. I didn't think about it. You've mentioned before that Dovetail, you think Dovetail always tried to kind of overshadow Simrail. They're doing it again. Interesting. How many times can it happen before it stops being a coincidence? Because I've voiced my doubt over that being the reason every time that you said it. However, I must say, now I'm thinking to myself, suspicious. Very suspicious. Oh, Nath Mitten World Bun is in TSC as well. I wish that would actually help them develop stuff for TSW. Unfortunately not. I didn't know that though. That's pretty cool. I don't know when we're next going to find ourselves in TSC, man, but if somehow it's before then, maybe I can give it a go. Yeah, Nabil. Well, if Joe did work on this timetable, sorry, I'm starting to lag behind chat now. Do forgive me. Then it goes back to what I've always said about when you only have when you're not going to train other developers to be at that level, you're always going to overwork and overuse the one or two that you have. Hopefully, Dovetail sees some sense, man. The 420 from TSG has disappeared completely. I didn't notice that one as well. At this time, bro, it's just a myth anyway. It's just a myth. It's a meme and a myth. No matter what Mike says, it's a myth until we see it. Yeah, Just Strange is doing an absolutely incredible job. I saw a few comments say this, and I agree. I do wish the US also had their own. They've got Joe for timetables and stuff, but I mean a whole Just Trains or a whole TSG. But yeah, man, it's great we have these third-party developers, man. Not to mention the one I was bubbling over yesterday, discussing it with Simon. The Incredible Haynes, the one he's working on. Because if you missed it, so that developer that they did an interview with, the new one from Incredible Trains, or Incredible Haynes, sorry, He's got a thread on the forum already with screenshots of the route he's working on, and they look incredible. You've got Blackfriars done amazingly well. You've got some stations on the overground. You've got Hackney Wick. You've got like the Shard in the distance, and you've got Stratford in the distance. It's incredible. So go check it out. The thread is just called London, and it's in the PC editor discussions area on the forum. It's amazing. So yeah, you can kind of start to narrow it down what he's working on. Simon mentioned it yesterday, but I forgot what he said. I think it's the North London line. I think no, it can't be. He seems to just be working on the whole of North London. It's incredible to like Blackfriars, but I guess we're gonna find out closer to the time comes. But that's very, very, very exciting for me. And he seems very, very passionate, and you can tell in his work. And it's a solo dev doing that level of... Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Nothing for Welsh, Dutch. Oh, yeah. Although, yeah, literally nothing, but I can't say I'm too surprised. I would expect more information for those routes to come in February. I won't lie. I don't even expect anything in January. I don't expect anything in January. I think when it gets to February, maybe we'll start seeing some more information about those routes. Because they did announce them very early. Very, very early. And I don't want to be mad because we've been saying, or a lot of people have been saying, announce things a little bit earlier. Don't leave it until, you know, remember when they had that like period of like 6 months when every time they were going to release something, they would announce it 2 weeks before the release. And everyone was like, yo, relax, easy. So that's what they've done. Fair play. So you know what, I don't have any issues. We know what's coming. We can look forward to it. We can speculate. We can kind of, you know, build up some excitement. I ain't got an issue with it taking a bit long as we know it's coming. Obviously within limits though, within boundaries. I'm not saying that it can be 4 years. We're gonna be in TSW 9 and we're still waiting on the Welsh route, right? You know, within reason. Within reason. Welcome back, Tommy. The best developer for yours? Yeah, Searchlight, right? Yeah. Yeah. I can't... As a player of Simro, I'm not mad about it. Obviously. I think if I played TSW only, it would be a bummer. Because I'm open. I'm not like... I'm not only crazy for UK routes. I'm quite open. It was definitely been a bummer, but one way or another, I'm going to enjoy it, innit? So, and I'm not going to lie, I love TSW, clearly, but I would rather have a DLC made for Simrail with the quality we've seen so far over there than here. Sorry. Not sorry. Then they delay it last minute. What were you referring to, Nabil? The TSW DLCs. You don't use any mods, you're a liar. Hey, start with that insider info. That's why Jackson calls you the propaganda minister for Simro. He was here yesterday. And jointed. So did Jointed Rail also make DLC for TSE then, I assume? What's the corrupted content? Are you mocking me? Are you saying that's what I say, though, Bill? You know what I should have done? I should have charged my my light, because now I need to plug in my fan. And if my I use the same cable to charge my fan and light. Hello, Mr. Danny boy. If you're sniffing that, mate, then you're in the wrong place. Sorry. There are certain people thinking that way. Okay, you know, fair enough. That's fair. Why are you a bit happy, dummy? Where's the rest of what's causing the rest of your happiness to be reserved about there being another Austrian route? Oh, so they've collabed in the past. Sweet, man. So there's that chemistry there. Nice. Nabil doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what? I don't. You know what? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why I repeat myself. I don't ever remember a time speaking to Nabil when he didn't know what he was talking about. There's not never. 9.9 times out of 10, he knows what he's talking about. The only thing that you could corrupt is your happens. Your happens. What is your happens, Dan? I agree, Dommy. Well, maybe not the best thing to exist, but definitely up there. It's definitely up there. You always make me laugh, Dan. Come on, my boy. Always. How can I mod corrupted files? It's people who don't really understand certain things, Dommy, say things that don't necessarily make sense. There are people that share some interesting views regarding modding. Let's put it that way. They're not all entirely automatically wrong, but they're interesting. He can't take. I know. I think he didn't understand that it was sarcasm, Nabil. I think he just didn't understand it was sarcasm. ASR, I don't blame him. I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. CP? Right now, yeah, right now, I'm taking in a lot of information and learning about the railway here, yeah? And that sounds so absurd. So absurd. I don't know yet, Nabil. I don't know yet. It will be very difficult for me to say a date right now. I haven't forgotten. I actually mentioned it yesterday in yesterday's stream. Yes, I streamed yesterday. No one came except a very few. I'm joking. It's very difficult at the moment. There's a lot going on. Time is very limited. Very, very, very limited. But I haven't forgotten about it. It will happen before the end of the year. I'll say that much. Or let me say, actually, even better, I will try to make it happen before the end of the year. Nice one, Domi. Good on you. I then became greedy. Nah. I wouldn't be Adnan at that point. 50 minutes before schedule. Yeah, I don't know what's going on where you lot are, man. I don't know what's going on where you lot are. Oh, Nabil, I wouldn't complain. Oh, of course. Of course, naturally. What? Yes, I do. Of course. I don't think that's greedy. Don't you? You're also a content creator, don't you? For your videos? Come on now. I want to watch some Duzium, man. Duzium's lit on a Friday night. Saturday night. Duzium is lit. Yeah, that's a normal notification, ASR. If you got those notifications on, it will always show you who your friends, what game your friends are playing. I turned it off, so I don't expose anyone on stream, and also I actually just don't care. Go on, mix them brakes. Give me that stopping power. I'll give you lot a daylight route, a daylight run after this. I didn't intend for this to be streamed. Oh, I'll tell you what I like about this route. One thing I like about it, there's litter. There's actually like rubbish in certain places. There was no attempt to make the route look spectacular and unrealistically clean. But actually, show, is that what it's called? The talk one. I just know it's when they party, man. A Moroccan version of a party, anyway. Bad signaling and bad infrastructure. What are you humming about, Ellison? Bad signaling and bad infrastructure. You can't point fingers, man. Listen, you got to. Everyone's got to play their part. It's not. You can't blame one set of people. You're just gonna cause more problems. Everyone's got to get together, all hands on deck, and fix the flipping thing. Otherwise, we're gonna be here next year hearing the same thing. Oh, now this time it's the train drivers blaming the government, and then the year after it's gonna be the signalers blaming the train drivers. And then what? Nothing's gonna be fixed. Everyone's gonna get together and put heads together, man. It's ridiculous. But I don't care statement was not needed. What did I make it for again? Not much I say is needed. Not much that I ever say is needed. But I will say it because I want to. Free, what's it called? Right, what's it called? Free speech. What did I say about the remind me? I forgot. I actually completely forgot. And then I can tell you why I don't care. In talking about it, ASR, is he responding to somebody that asked about it? Or did he start the conversation? Wrong company. Not going to say anything. So wait, Dommy, is there no methods of finding out that information in the stations? There's no information boards, there's no announcements, nothing like that? Player X is playing game X. Oh! Are you offended, Nabil, by me saying I don't care? Did it offend you, or are you just saying it's not needed? Is there a reason why you're saying it's not needed? Responding to other people, okay. Then I wouldn't read too much into it. It's coming though, right? I believe one of you guys have said that's what's coming with the German route. I guess it's good to see that they're knowledgeable, obviously, about the work that they're doing, or the stuff they're working on, I should say. But yeah, dark black screen. Hey, if you guys want me to turn the light on, let me know and I'll turn it on. But I quite like the dark. It sounded arrogant. Fair enough. That's a valid point. Fair enough. I mean, it wasn't intended to be. Okay, in that case, instead of saying I don't care, if it sounded arrogant, then I would say I'm not fussed. Does that sound better? I'm not fussed about what games people are playing. It's the exact same meaning. The exact same meaning. But I'll put it that way. I'm not fussed about what games people are playing. See, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, Ella said. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. So help me out. What is, as far as you know, ASR, with regards to the German route being on pause? Have you made that assumption based on there being no update, or was there an official statement made regarding it? Hitting you with a dad response. A Moroccan dad response, to be precise. Yes. Where shall I put this? Put it on my head. Or if we ignore... No, listen, I've got too much respect for you. I can't just dismiss everything you say. I got to actually consider it. That's why it's very easy to confuse me, because I take everything that you lot say seriously. Put it on my toe. that's what... Okay. I'm guilty of that one. And it's scary because I didn't hear it from anyone. It just came to me and I started saying it. I guess it's just embedded in my DNA. In the gap between my toes. I haven't heard that one. It's a new one. I like that one. Another one I use is argue with your toes. When I've made a statement and I refuse to have it rejected, I'll say argue with your toes. I've said what I've said. I'm not going to listen to you. Sometimes something will make my green screen move by itself. Like I haven't made any sudden movements and it's just like flapping and it's like, why? There's no wind coming in from the window. No one's come into the room. It's info from like 3 months ago. Or if it's official info, then yeah, that's valid. Completely valid. That is the one, yes, that looks. That is the one. Ooh, realistically, I should have... where is it? It's down here somewhere. Oh my god. Shout out to the brighter headlights mod. But, I'm going to leave it like this. Wow. God damn. To be fair, a big part of that is the fog. The light seems to really bounce off the fog. Maybe in a clear night it wouldn't have been that bad, but Jesus Christ. I just wanted to look at the combination of coaches we've got. We've got all bi-level coaches. Interesting. No single level. I like the audio. Got 3 stops to go, and then we'll be in daylight. It has spotlights instead of headlights, since it's more bright than the normal Boston illumination. Well, I won't lie, ASR, I use a mod to make the US stock headlights brighter. So it's all super bright to me. Maybe too bright sometimes, as we saw. So, in that cab car, how it had the 2 lights at the top, is that what you were referring to on the train that just passed us? The single level. Was that single level? I think that was single level, wasn't it? I think that was single level. I really like the audio. I really like the audio. You just can't defeat real life audio, man. You can try to artificially recreate it. It will never sound like the actual thing. Like, I've never obviously heard these trains IRL, but it sounds realistic. It was bi-level? Oh. Thought it would have been single level. Should have filled up my water. Sorry, my water. I'm gonna be nitpicky. I'm gonna be a bit nitpicky. Where is it? Where is it? It was under a spotlight. Where's the light? There was a where the hell did we just drive past? There was a parking and there was a car sunken into the ground. The headlights got why is the light gone brighter? Why did the light get brighter? Or is it always like this? Bro doesn't even know about the difference of the Class 390 from DTG to the Class 390 near his house. How do you know the Class 390 runs anywhere near my house, Tommy? And you tell me the differences between the 390 that DTG gave us and the 390 that you're talking about that runs near my house. You tell me. I live in London. Ah, yes, because London is 2 square miles of area. Everything that happens within within 2 square miles. London is the biggest city in the UK, my man. Doesn't test. I like that one. Doesn't test games. I mean, I think it's a little bit worse than that, isn't it? I think it's worse that they would test their games, but not fix what's found. I think that's worse than not testing at all. I'm not gonna lie, because at least if it's not tested at all, you could say that if it was tested, they would tend to the issues. But the fact is, they've tested it, seen the issues, decided not to do anything about it. Nabil, what am I scared? Are you referring to me when you say bro scared? How am I scared and what am I scared of? He lives right next to the West Coast Main Line, I guess. The same question I asked Dommy AS, I'm gonna ask you. What makes you guess or assume that I live anywhere near the West Coast Main Line? Why would a sound mod? Why would a sound mod have be done for? Dommy, I have no clue what you're saying. Rephrase that and ask me again. Create a throttle to idle while you stop your market. Is my throttle not? Okay, I didn't realize. I need to explain myself too often. My man, you said that what? About the thing I said earlier when I said I don't care. That sounded arrogant. You questioned it. It's okay. You have my IP address. Go on, hit me. Hit me. Say it in public right now. Because I've got your current GPS location. Oh no. Oh no. I'm done for. I'm done for. It's over, boys. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. I'm about to get doxxed. Why would the sound of the Class 390 have been done if there's no difference? I didn't say there was no difference. I asked you what the difference was. I don't know. I saw a sound mod. I'm assuming sound mod would be better than the normal what came with the game, and I got it and I'm using it. Have I heard the Class 390? Yes. Do I remember what it sounds like? No, because it was like 4 years ago that I okay, maybe not 4 years ago, maybe like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, something like that. I took it to Birmingham. Don't remember what it sounded like at all. I have no idea. But if I see a mod for anything that replaces sound, lighting, timetable, I assume straight away that it's enhanced in terms of realism to what we have already in the game. So I assume the mod is better, but I don't know how good it is. Bro said he will not proceed with the operation just yet. Well, ASR, it could also just be from, like, videos, right? A lot of you guys know what things sound like and look like and drive like from videos, innit? So that could be a source. But yes, maybe I'm lying to all of you and I actually do live in Austria. But if you know my IP address and trace my address, you'd find that out, wouldn't you? You've been on the Talent 1 and 642. What was the Talent 1 like in terms of acceleration? Like, how do drivers drive it in reality? Because I feel like I abuse the throttle. Thief HQ. Why would I live in Thief HQ? I'm not a thief. They drive it like any train. Nice. Good response. Thanks. Cheers. What, Dommy? I get you, ASR. I get you. Politician or sons. Bro's trying to hide something. Are you sure you've been on the toilet one day, sir? If I ask you what the moquette was like, what are you gonna say? If there is even a moquette, maybe it's just, maybe it's what material? Oh no, maybe it's plastic. I'm not stealing your time, Dobby. I'm not stealing anyone's time. You are in charge, in control, fully of what you spend your time doing, my friend. And if you willingly decide to spend your time here, and hey, that's your free will, man. Very well, ASR. You passed the test. You've passed the test. Ask the Ouija board. Ask 8-Ball. What would 8-Ball say? Big fan of 80s and 90s route. Germany only stat looks or UK as well? I know you did say you were looking forward to the Just Trains route earlier. So you're in luck then, ain't you? West Coast Mainline over Shep, Mittenwaldbahn. What else have you got? 80s, 90s. Everything else is quite a lot more modern, isn't it? That we're getting. Well, I can't argue against the 8-Ball, man. There we go. I've been exposed. They often use emergency brakes. So, Domi, basically, it sounds like emergency brakes is just the last step of braking. Because of how bad the brakes are. I've experienced it a few times. It's, yeah. It's weird because it's like, it's obviously a very hard stop. But it's not, it doesn't throw you off your seat. But it will move you. It's weird. It's almost like it's been perfectly calculated. Are you serious, Stadlux? Tees Valley line. I don't remember you be. I played through the whole journey mode of Tees Valley Line on stream in the last like 3 weeks. I don't remember you coming at all. You missed it. I did the whole of the journey mode. Well, like 95% of it. I did some services off stream, but like 95% of it was on stream. Well, I've still got the class 31 and the class 47. No, class 31 and 47, I think, to do. So those will come after Peninsula Corridor. But you've missed the initial chapter or initial bit. Well, I mean, ASR, the 112 had the emergency brakes as the only option. At least with the one that was mentioned, it seems to be optional. Yeah, hopefully we get some of these on the couple soon, CP. Would be nice. But like I said earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Emergency brake is the only proper brake that TSR has. Dissolve Parliament. Whoa. As in, there just won't be a parliamentary system? Or will it just be completely changed? Like everyone that's there is going to be out. That's quite a big thing. What update did it get in TSW4 Stadlux? Remind me. Because I've been saying over and over, it really needs a TOD4 update. I know obviously it wasn't a TOD4 update. But oh man, a timetable and TOD4 update? It would be up there. Okay, Domi. See you in a bit. Is an unofficial scenery update. A mod? You mean? If it becomes CSW5 compatible, I'll download it. I remember there being something for the Tees Valley line. But yeah, I'm staying away from anything that isn't officially marked as TSW5 compatible. It probably will work just fine. I think all of the mods from TSW4 should work just fine. Well, most of them anyway. But I want to play it safe because I'm going to end up with a lot. And if I get into any headaches, I don't want to have to start combing through what's official, what's not official. Yes, a mod. Should have known really, innit? You know, Nibbo's cooking up a great big explanation. There it is. The federal president will dissolve parliament leading to... leading to completely new... Federal president will dissolve parliament leading... dissolve parliament leading to completely new elections. Obviously, some elections have now been moved forward. Wow. Wow. What's your feeling about it, Nabil? How do you feel about it? And what's the general feeling about it, or the general opinion there? Oh, CP, I'm with you. I'm with you. Old rickety trains. Always been a fan. I was when they removed the old D stocks from the underground. Man, I was heartbroken. Those have always been my babies, man. The smell, the sound, the seats, the green seats. I remember how the floor looked. The one single door. Good times. I miss them, man. But mostly it was the smell. Trains back in the day had a particular smell, and you could smell it at some stations. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. I have a very sensitive nose, but there's a particular smell that just takes me back. Yeah, the pace is still kicking about here and there, ain't it? I still need to book a pacer drive. I haven't forgotten. The thing is, it's a really weird website. It's not really it doesn't seem like it's managed well. But yeah, hopefully book some sort of activity for it next year. Has been retired from service completely, because I read on someone said on the forums recently that it was still kicking about somewhere. Either that, or it had recently been retired. But it was definitely rail tours. Maybe it's that. Yeah, definitely not like official service. But yeah, it's still about. No, I guess a lot of them are. I mean, even steam trains, I guess, are about at the end of the day. Oh, I was meant to make a coffee, you know. I forgot. It's too late now. Too close to bedtime. Whoops. Retired in 2020. Yeah, that's quite recent for a pacer, man. They didn't comply to wheelchair access regulations anymore. Huh. Maybe there was no appropriately sized ramps. What a reason to remove them out of service. Wow. That's wild. I agree. No, I agree with that general point, but you can't rush things, especially politically. Sounds about good. Sounds about good. Sounds about good. Sounds good. Sounds about right. Technical specifications of interoperability. I wonder how. If it was not being level with a platform, that's what you've got ramps for. Unless the train was lower than the platform. But other than that, I don't know where else it could have been. Day back to 1960. Enjoy them all you can, man. I don't know why Portugal is not moving like a normal first world country, to be honest, but UK, a lot of other countries as well. It's almost like they're not rushing, but they're really moving forward with modern stock, you know. So the old stuff just gets It just dies off. So enjoy it while you can, man. The sounds, the smells, the sights. It's an experience. My last known memory of the D-stock was sitting across from someone. A guy in a suit. It looked like a proper businessman. Briefcase. And he's got his briefcase on his lap. And he's picking his nose and he's wiping it on his briefcase. Big man. Big man. Big adult. Looked like he was maybe in his 40s. Picking his nose like a child on the train and wiping it on his briefcase. And I'm seeing it like... Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff, man, on the trains. This was years and years and years ago, almost 10 years ago. Well, hopefully Nobuo doesn't get to a point where the wrong party's voted for. And then the people find out the hard way why they shouldn't have made that vote. Hopefully it doesn't go that way, man. They're like, please let me die. No. They're saying, please let me live. I've got more in me. I can do this. Don't write him off just yet. They don't have enough paper. What, for like ballots and stuff? Okay. If they have enough paper. Germany. Okay. Definitely. Sure. You know what's annoying me? See these things to the left, yeah? The trailers, the truck trailers, yeah? They're correctly axled, right? You got the 2 axles. But then the trailers that you'll see on the being pulled by the trains have 3 axles, like the European standard trucks. What are you doing? How do you get it right and wrong in one go? Wow. 2 trains on the same line. You would have thought they'd have learned their lessons, right? It's quite a major incident. I love the step lights on the HSPs. They look like Xenons. Alright, let's go into some sunlight. No rain, por favor. It's a little bit of a shame that you don't really get to see dynamic weather on these runs. Cloud level's pretty high. Little bit of wetness. June, a lot of wetness. Thing is, I don't want to get to a point where all I have left is rain. But then there's just so much of it, man. Look, 1st of June, there's wetness and precipitation. Here, there's wetness and precipitation. Here, there's wetness and precipitation. Okay, this one's nice. The HSP. I don't mind driving the HSP. I'm not really familiar with it. How does that full precipitation but no wetness? Ah, snow. Go on then. This is my first time driving this. Let's see how it goes. And I don't know why we started with the wipers on. I'm going to turn those off. What have we got here? Okay. Oh my god, it's raining. I don't care if it's a little bit. Why? Give me a break, man. Every single one? Even when it says there's none? I get why the wipers were on now. Oh my god. So at least we have daytime, I guess. Even daytime, even saying daytime, it's a bloody evening. Core. Blimey, mate. Jesus Christ. Certainly hope it does not rain, men. What have you got there, eh? HSP 46 for the bi-level coach. Single, bi-level. Cheeky little mix, innit? Cheeky little mix. Ah, yes, the tail lights are on. Very nice. Oh, hello. The Twitch train. I mean, it's got the color scheme for it. Special service, the TwitchCon. As yeah, and the T as well. Yeah. The T as well. Pretty much. I love the color. Look at that, like that bluey hue for the step lights. Love it. Ah, yeah, that's why it's familiar. It's got the same screen as not same screen, but a similar layout on the buttons around it to the German logos, so the Traxxas. Is this a Trax series logo? Or is it just a rip-off? Power takes a while to kick in, eh? Not Trax, not as in an actual series, but as in, is it the same company? Because I don't see this layout around the screen, like the button assembly, or like, yeah, the button layout. I've never seen on any other train but the Trax series. So is it the same manufacturer? I don't know what company builds the Trax series. Made by Motive Power. Is that a brand that makes the Traxxas? Matt has no choice but to say it's a nice color. Stad looks. But I think we can all agree, or most of us at least, that it is a nice color. I've always liked my purples, light or dark. Or magenta, really, innit? It's more of a magenta. Either way, it's a nice color. I like it. First time coming into the station from Boston, left track running. Okay, so it's a completely different manufacturer. So is the screen just a rip-off then? Because I've never seen it. I've never, ever seen it not on the tracks. Never. Ever. Why are these like, walking towards my train now after I close the doors? What are you doing? The type of screen is like a standard. I have never seen it in all the trains I've driven in Simrail and TSW and TSC. I have never seen it in any other train but a tracks. Ever. The Vectron has it as well, right? The Vectron as well. I think. Does the Vectron have it? That layout? Okay, yeah, it does. But that's it from what I have in my head. The Taurus. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. The Flirt as well. Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. You're right. I'm wrong. It's definitely seeing it's. It's definitely strange seeing it on this side of the globe. He just says in button version has it. Yeah. One complaint I did make about this route, it's a core issue rather than just to this route, but this route reminded me of it, is that, so I've got all the freight layers, but there's no, like, there's no journey mode activity for them. And for someone like me who will, in my own time, in my own style of play, will only play journey modes, it means that I'll never get to drive those units on the route, which is a little bit annoying. It's nice seeing them around though anyway, but it would be even nicer if we could do some services with them. The BO101 has it. Okay. Yeah. It does. It do. It do have it. Some new trades in TSW gameplay. Hey, the F40 is, yes, cool, it's not new, but it's a classic, number one. Number two, it doesn't appear too often. When did it last appear? Boston Sprinter? The brakes are a bit weird. I feel like I need to get used to the brakes. Like, they're good, it just takes a while for them to kick in. It throws me off a little bit. You need to, like, plan ahead. And that usually results in one of two things: overshooting or slowing down too soon. Everything reacts a little bit slow. The brakes, the throttle. He said it's close to coming. Really? Okay. Good to hear. Interesting to hear, but good. Ultimately. Why did it always make things sound impossible until they all of a sudden do them? I think we know it's not gonna happen, but it would be nice if it was backported. If when it came, it ended up being backported, but it won't because of simulgraph, probably simulgraph limitations. I don't know what number you want to keep the throttle under. Would it be 6? I'm trying to remember what it was on the F40. Now, because by now I'd have been able to fully... I don't think it matters. Huh. I don't think it matters. All routes are prepared, he said. Now no routes are prepared. What? You know what? This is why I don't get excited about anything. Anything from Dovetail. When it comes, it will come, and it will come however it comes. That's it. That is it. I find it strange there's no intermittent setting for the wipers. Only off, low, high. And even on low, it seems pretty fast. How fast does it go on high? Valid. Right, so it's not really a visor, is it? Because, like, what if the sun was on the right side? Oh, no, that's not usable. What the hell? What sort of visor is that? This blocks everything. There's also that new passenger they created with the crutch. Or with a walking stick, but he doesn't move. He literally just stands there. Ah, this cab car has a door. Who is it that asked? Somebody asked earlier about the cab car having a door. CP. This one does. This one does. The other one doesn't.
Caution, the door is about to close.
That was a British accent. I just unlocked the doors again. That was a British accent. Is that typical? Think CB's playing Fortnite, okay. You're spying on him. I got no idea what the axes are saying. 65. He sent a photo of a screen of Fortnite, okay. You wish, Tommy. You wish Matt was a furry. I think Matt is doing a lot, but he's also doing what he can. I think if we had like a whole studio of Matts, with the developers doing their thing and the marketing doing their thing and but they were all at the same level of like passion that Matt does, I think TSW would be in a much better place. Not forgetting that bean counters are still going to be them. Bean counters are going to be bean counters. All they're going to care about is profit. But I think the game would be in a better place while still bringing in money. It's a pipe dream. You know what it is? A lot of people dislike Matt or are like have an issue with him. But I haven't heard in any other game, and I don't browse the forums of every other game, so maybe I've missed it, but I've never heard of another executive producer working on their game at like 3 a.m. or on the forums answering people's questions at that time of night. On like a Friday night or a Saturday night. Does the executive producer of Simro develop the game as well? ASR? CEO of Simro Online at 3 a.m. on a Sunday. Fair enough. Then that's cool. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of time browsing other forums, so maybe I'm wrong. If that's the case, then yeah, shout out to him as well. But it's not something you see very often, I don't think. Why are you guys not all under the shelter? You're here yapping. This is a copy and paste of the previous station. With like a sign there and everything. That was like, I just had like a bout of deja vu. Simro series. Also Chain Driver, nice. Nice. I didn't know Matt used to Railfan. He mentioned it yesterday during the preview stream. It was just nice to hear, innit? Like, it's always nice to hear for whatever game we're developing, someone who, you know, was into that thing in their own personal lives to that extent. Can I just like ramp it up straight to throttle 8? Is Simro under your radar, sad looks? Or do you mean in general? We will see. We will see. 13th of December. We will see. It's going to be interesting. Thank you very much, the Malta. Or the Malota. The Malota. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. You are invited to join the Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. Hello, Ant-Man. Nice to see you, mate. That scared me, by the way. I know I'm driving a US train, but that actually scared me. Because I kept getting wheel slip on the train. So there's something going on, and I was on the like a bit on the edge, and then that came up. I've got a lot of time for Matt B. Let's see, to stop in a better place. He's always passionate about train simulators. Yeah. He's one of the few that you can't really deny. You can't deny. Has a not even has a, but it's for the game. People get upset and in their emotions and, you know, say any old nonsense, but I've never really understood people talking against Matt in that regard, in that respect. Could he do some things better? Of course, naturally, he's a human being. There's always something better he could do. But in general, I can only have respect for him. He tries. He tries. Can't ask anything more of a man. You guys are killing it with the follows, by the way. I know obviously there's only 11 of you lot here, so there's a lot of people that aren't hearing this, but my target for this year was 200 followers, and we're on 250. We should be on 254 now if nobody's unfollowed. Makes up for the YouTube side of things. Where I had my target set at 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Not that it's unachievable. Definitely still attainable. Just not as realistic. I mean, hey, who's to say the Twitch one was realistic? But I put in the work. It made sense. YouTube isn't really the platform for live streaming. And I'm not exactly known for video content. We ain't talking about YouTube. No, let's have the conversation, man. It is what it is. Can't run away from it. It is what it is, isn't it? We'll learn from for next year. And next year, the aim will maybe be like, what? Instead of 1,000 subs, maybe 650, maybe. I don't remember what I started out on this year. I think it was about 1,000. Hello, Melota. Found you like 20 minutes ago. You're very sure. Greetings from Italy. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. We have another Italian. Welcome. Welcome. They are multiplying ASR. Yes. Thank you for the compliment, Melota. Appreciate it, man. Only 500 subs to go, ASR. Yes, it would be only 500 subs to go if I was getting hundreds in a month. I'll be lucky to get like 20, I think. Really, Dommy? On YouTube? I would never have thought. Did you ever comment on YouTube, or did you start watching on Twitch when you started chatting? Today was Omzi day in the bill. Nice. What did you drive? 6-hour shift. Decent. Don't play it till you get sick of it. How can you just get into it and play 6 hours straight? That's how you get sick and tired. Give it, relax. Let yourself miss it. Let yourself enjoy it. Like the meme you sent me earlier with the music. Sometimes skip it just so you can miss it, you know? Mostly on Twitch, but following on YouTube. Thank you, Stadlux. I appreciate it. I don't think I've seen you comment on YouTube either. Not that I remember. When the Trevon route kept going, you know what? That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you just felt like, you know, that the game just had your heart, then fair enough, man. That's a good sign. It's a good thing. Enjoy it. In that case, fair enough. I can't say anything. Well, don't forget the 11 hours of Simrail ASR. Denied. I didn't... What do you mean denied? I didn't say anything. I'm holding the controller like this. I'm not, my hands, my thumb's not even anywhere near the circle. Why did that message come? Nothing is on my keyboard. Like nothing's pushing down any buttons. And it's coming up again. I'm not pressing anything. Let me do it now. That's it. Proceeded signals indicate. See, it was even giving me the wrong message. That's a bug. There you go. That's the first time I'm seeing that bug though. But it's also the first time driving the HSP on the route. So maybe it's HSP related. Maybe it's just this service. Who knows? But the fact that it's on journey mode means that they've selected it. Why have you selected it if it's broken? Because you didn't try it. So you don't know it's broken. You made an account just to follow me. Fair enough. Shout out to you, Dommy, then. Respect. Oh, snap. I missed my stopping point. I know I didn't. I thought the numbers were going up. Oh, boy. I actually appreciate that, Dommy. That's effort, you know? That's like effort you didn't have to make, but you made it. Thank you. What do you mean 11 hours of Simro? That's nothing. What do you mean it's nothing? The schedule continuing was too tempting. What route were you, did you tell me what route it was? Sorry. Because I asked, but I don't know. No, you didn't tell me. I just wanted to drive one route with the same bus I was on today. Oh, sick. You won't know. Fair enough. Right, it was a German town route then. That's valid. Hello, Jimmy Choo. In the real MBTA Worcester line, there is an express train that skips all the stops between West Natick and Boston Landing. I assume you saying in the real line, Jimmy, I assume that means that we don't have that in the game? Or do we, but you haven't found it yet? Because apparently, as far as I know, we have the full timetable of the stock we have in game. I believe there are some trains that you'd find in reality that aren't here, right? But for what we have, I believe we have the whole timetable. Maybe I'm wrong. Go to a dispatcher box in Simro. I mean, I was doing some dispatching the last time we played Simro. I did quite a bit of dispatching. And when I come back to it in December, I'm going to do a lot of driving. I'll be honest. I think I'm going to do a lot of driving, new areas. But I'll make some time for dispatching. I like dispatching. Gets the brain going. And my brain's been going. So it's going to be in top notch. I'd be warmed up. Are you going to do it all in one go, Dobby, or are you going to save? Who is the other Italian guy? Other Italian guy, make yourself known. He's been talking anyway. Have a good night, Nabil. Good seeing you, man. Are we going to see you tomorrow if I stream? I don't even know what time I'll stream tomorrow if I do. I'll make another announcement on the Discord anyway. If I have the energy to, I'll do it. It's been a very long, very busy week. Good week. Good, successful week. I passed my test today again. It's been successful. But, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Melota, the other Italian guy, is Fiery Dommy. In chat. The orange guy. The orange fella. The orange name. Is it confirmed the ASR? I know they sent the teaser of the work in progress light. But reading through the forum, it seemed that light was applied to a few locos. But I think common sense would say it's most likely the 86 though, isn't it? People were saying that even before the teaser anyway, to be honest, so... Okay, Nabil. You're in Dusseldorf, cool. Well, I mean, I don't know what time I'm streaming. It could be the evening. I assume you'd be back by the evening, no? Right, Dommy, but like, you're saying 3 hours. So are you going to do the whole 3 hours? Is that one line? Or is the whole thing 3 hours. How do I know? I don't know. I'm asking. I believe previously you've been away in the day and then you've come back in the evening. Like, way back. Maybe it wasn't even a Saturday. Ah, yes, those not Easter eggs. Yeah, Easter eggs, clues. Yeah, okay. I have no idea what that means. I'm too young for that. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm by no means a pro, mate. By no means a pro. I'm trying. This is my first time driving this train, so it's taking some getting used to. The F40, I find it's a lot easier to handle the brakes. This is a bit more challenging, but I'm trying. I appreciate your compliment. Maybe it's not the most comfortable for the passengers, but hey, the main thing for me is that I stop as close as possible to the stop marker. Won't be pretty, but we'll get it done. Oh, okay, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was pretty. That was definitely pretty. I thought I was gonna jinx myself then, but you know what? That wasn't too bad. Another 1 yarder, second one of the day, of the night. The whole thing is like 8 to 10 hours. Wow. That's good though, man. I like long routes. I like long routes. I wish, you know, I don't know, man. I miss being younger and actually having the time. Oh man, I would be a Simrail fiend if that game came out when I was like still living at home, yeah, like living at my parents. Ah, I would be a Simrail fiend. $861 kilometers. Wow. 861 kilometers. Well, Simrail is 500 square kilometers right now, and end to end takes about 4 hours. So, 861 taking 8 to 10 hours. It's a little bit slower then, right? Than like the intercity services. Closer to 600. Okay. There you go then. Next update, almost 700. So are we gonna get any services that will end up being longer than 4 hours, or will that still be the more or less the longest service in the game? In some stations, you need to change you. I need to have a look at Open Rails actually. Is that Open Rails BVE? Is that the one you're talking about, Domi? If it's that one, then I know which one you're talking about. If it's just Open Rails, I don't think I know. I know it. I have driven the Boston to Providence line, Jimmy, yes, but it's been a while. Like, I think I drove it in TSW4 once. That's how long. Drove it in TSW4 once, and then before that, I would have only played it around the time it came out, from what I can remember. It's been a while. It's been a while. But I remember it being a route that I enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I remember it being a route that I enjoyed. Open Rails is Open Rails, okay. I need to check it out then. Somewhere else in the routes. Yeah, for sure, Dommy, please, yeah. That'll be cool to see, man. Oh my god, oh my god, hold on a second. The roads have markings. Hello? It's not just a plain grey texture. Is that effort? I mean, this road makes no sense. At least it's something, I guess. The traffic makes zero sense. There's no clear patterns. Huh. They put in some extra effort. Interesting. This iPad is dying fast. Oh my god. iPads are not great for battery life, eh? Not when you've got... Anyway, I'm using it as a second monitor. And oh my god, it's been terrible yesterday and today. But then when I just use it normally, it lasts. I've actually been praising it recently, but wow. When I've been using it as a second monitor, it's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It's just that more trains gonna hit that 4-hour mark, but it's quite up to you. Oh, I'm ready for them freight services, you know. Like a whole stream dedicated for those services, like from start to finish. You know how I like to take services from the beginning. Yeah. Our Simroll streams are going to be fun. Our Simroll streams are going to be fun. One day you will drive the Trans-Siberian Road. One day? Are you saying it prophetically, Belota? Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I am hoping at some point in my life, I don't have a particular time frame yet, but I'm hoping at some point in my life to just take some time out and just travel a little bit. There's a lot to be seen. There's a lot to be seen. I enjoy BBE in the snow with all safety features enabled. I mean, the snow is home turf, really, isn't it? Even a lot of the timetable runs, a lot of the scenarios were all in the snow. All the marketing pictures of it was in snow. But it makes sense. It does seem to suit that particular weather. And yeah, safety systems, I don't know. For me personally, I know safety systems is a very subjective matter. But for me personally as well, gotta be on, man. Gotta be on. I will do, Dommy, thank you. I'll take a look at it. If it's something of interest, then you'll be my guide. If not, then I'll appreciate it from a distance. With Krakow, we'll have 600 kilometers between all stations. Wait. I'm very grateful for Simroll's existence. Very grateful. All of them, to be honest, but Simroll especially. I've always been... That's why for Euro Truck, I always do these stupidly long distances. Like, I always like long drives. I think I'm starting to get old now because I don't like them the way I used to. When I was younger, oh, give me a 12-hour shift on Euro Truck. I'm there beaming from end to end, cheek to cheek, for the whole thing. PKP POK page has a great map. That kind of like has to be studied though a little bit, innit, to like understand. Not, you know, not university level studying, you know what I mean? Just, you know, takes a proper look at. Compared to like on this forums where you can just be told directly what you need. It's good for speculation, I guess. It's good for speculation. It's not in the game, no, Melota, no. The closest you can get to that, correct me if I'm wrong, in any game, is probably, well, Trans-Siberian Railway Sim and Melota. If you want to see any Trans-Siberian Railway Sim gameplay, check out my YouTube, where I've done, I think, 2 episodes, or 3 episodes maybe, of a little playthrough. I don't think I'm going to play it for a while now, though. Maybe I'll come back to it soon randomly, I don't know. It's a very interesting simulator, Melota. I'll tell you that much, if you've never heard of it before. It's a very interesting game. I feel like in the real life Worcester line, the driver's always put to full throttle and accelerating. Well, I've tried that a few times, Jimmy. But with the rain, the slippery rails hasn't worked out great. Sometimes when you hear the beep when I'm moving away from a station, it's the wheel slip. You'll see over here the wheel slip. Oh my god, it's horrible in a controller. Christ almighty. You'll see the wheel slip indicator go red, and alongside below it the sand control icon also go red. It automatically sands. So I'm doing throttle 5 and then slowly working my way up from there. It's definitely a nice route, Stud. I agree. It's unfortunate, of course, that it wasn't done to the correct standard from the beginning. But I appreciate that Dovetail have acknowledged that and are doing something about it. But as it is in its own right, Dovetail issues aside, it's nice. I like it. It's action-packed. Don't expect graphics from a game that has my same age. No, no, no. I've learned before, and I've mentioned it over and over, the price you pay for a good experience, a realistic experience in gaming, is graphics. Every time. Every single time. It's always graphics. I mean, who knows ASR? Knowing the guys at Simro, they'll probably add that afterwards. Who knows? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it would be an update to that DLC. I haven't manually used the sander, Jimmy. I let the train do it automatically. But honestly, I'm not too fussed, to be honest. We are running a little bit behind schedule. But I think it's not a huge hindrance. Maybe if it was like heavy snow, then maybe I'd have a gander at manually sanding. But I don't think it's too much of a problem right now. All free, no money needed. All passion projects, I assume. Should I turn the lo-fi up a little bit? The music? Or is it fine as it is? Because I can barely hear it on my headphones. It's there. Just quiet. Alright. About 40 or so minutes away from Worcester. Or our scheduled arrival at Worcester anyway. And I'll probably call it there. Well, I won't probably call it there. I will call it there. This will be our last run of the evening. Did I miss a signal post? Signal board? I definitely did, because I always sound my horn going through here. Definitely did. All free, whereby many guys wanting to do something. Sweet. Where's the headlight switch? The mist is starting to really reflect back now. I could just clear it using God mode, but I'm not too fussed. Other cars are left empty. But are they still in the formation, Jimmy? Are they still part of the formation, but they're just, like, the doors just don't open, I guess? What's the point, if that is the case? If we're going to have it on the train, might as well use it. Even if it is off-peak. I know obviously it's going to be quiet, but if they're part of the formation, Doesn't make a difference. I wouldn't imagine there's a huge initiative to like keep them clean, for example. Remind you, Dommy. Why didn't you just do it tonight? Then you won't need reminding. Do it my way. Get it over and done with. The doors are not open at all. They don't hire. Oh, okay, that makes sense. They don't hire enough conductors to operate all the cars. So in the US then, do you guys, I'm assuming you're US, correct me if I'm wrong. Welcome back, CP. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jimmy. I assume you're in the US. So do you guys have guards on every single coach? Because like in the UK, for example, we have one that goes across the train up and down. Well, when they're checking tickets, if they're just doing guard duties, then they have their own little station inside the train. But if like they're checking tickets and stuff, then they'll go up and down. Hello, Holy Trucker. Nice to see you, mate. How you doing? Is this route any good? It depends from what angle you're looking at. It's not a busy route. There's things that happen. Things do happen. But it's not busy, per se. I'm personally a fan of the scenery. Somebody complained yesterday about the scenery. I don't remember who it was. I like the scenery. I think it's pretty fine. You get a little mix between, you know, countryside, quietness, a bloody lake, and then, you know, the city. You get you get randomized formations, which is nice. So you see different formations constantly, different running. Sometimes you could be running on the left. Sometimes you could be running on the right. Plenty of freight if you've got the layers for it. And you will need the layers from a lot of different routes, so bear that in mind. I like it, man. It's chill. It's chill. I would say best case scenario, the best case scenario for value, get it on a sale. Get it on a sale, maybe 60 to 70%. I would say no more than no. You don't need anything less. The conductors check tickets on the train after each stop. But there's one on every coach, Jimmy. Am I right in saying that? That's what it sounded like from what you said previously. When you said that they don't hire enough conductors. It sounds like there's one in each coach. Or one in each car. I could, Dommy. There's nothing stopping me, but how often is it going to be used? I mean, just look at some of the ones we have already. I think it would literally be you posting what you're going to post right now, and then it will never be used again. So I don't mind you putting it on in general, maybe. I don't think it's worth creating a whole new channel for it. If it becomes a thing, then yeah, of course. I just don't think it's necessary right now. Old style PIS in Simro. On the 80s route ASR. Sorry, I know we've spoken about it before, but I forgot. In the 80s route, or is it in some stations that will be in the modern day route plus the DLC? That new train on Just Trains route looks hard to drive. It's a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Not impossible. Not impossible. I think everything was described and showcased pretty well yesterday, to be fair. So it could be worth watching it and just paying attention to the operational side of the conversation. Meme channel was a fail. I mean, we're not like... Dommy, I've got 85 followers there, mate. I've got 85, sorry, not followers, 85 people in the Discord. It's not going to be popping off. It's not going to be it's not exactly the Train Sim community Discord, you know. So don't expect any channel there to be popping off. Even the busiest one is quiet, naturally. But you guys are in charge of that anyway. There could be 3 people there and it could be popping off. It just depends on whether obviously you want to take part in that or not. 1 conductor per 2 cars. Ah, okay. Okay, see, that sounds a bit more efficient, isn't it? That's what you observe. Okay, well, it's probably that then, if that's something you pay attention to. That makes a bit more sense. But still, though. Anyway, it makes sense, I guess. It makes sense. I don't really get it when you first said it, but I get it. I like the red hue on the buttons outside the backlight of the buttons around the screen. Food got more attention. I mean, food is food, innit? Food deserves more attention. What do you mean you isn't pinged once? For certain things, I ping everyone. Sosnovich Governor, modern day, sick. So what is the correct one? Sorry, is the one we have in game right now at Sosnovich Governor incorrect, or is it just the old one is there in addition to the modern one? Just drop the map in the Polish choice. Thank you. Hey, hello Simon. Nice to see you again, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? It's wrong. Okay. Cool. Will be nice to see that corrected then. I agree, Stadlux. TSW doesn't try to be Simro, and Simro doesn't try to be TSW, and that's the best thing about the both of them. They are in their own lane, they both acknowledge that, and they're doing their own thing and getting, you know, moving forward, getting better, expanding in their own lane, which is huge. TSC, the same thing, doesn't try to be any other game, it's its own thing, that's what makes it so great. It's when you get knockoffs, games trying to be other games, that's when they're like, not fantastic. But you know, Stadlux, I prefer the graphics in Simro. I prefer the graphics in Simro than TSW. TSW has very visually pleasing graphics. That it will make your eyes. It's cute. Very pretty, but I don't think it's realistic. Whereas Simro, it's not as pretty, but it's realistic. Doesn't mean TSW1 isn't good. I think it's good. It's just not as realistic, specifically, as Simro. I mean, Jimmy, I think it gets to a point where it becomes second nature. I think when you start off as a conductor in those situations, it's a bit difficult. But you kind of need it because you're going to upset passengers if you keep going up to them 2 times, 3 times, 4 times because you keep forgetting. So it's quite a responsibility, isn't it? Especially in peak hours. It's quite the responsibility. But hey, it's part of the job. Just been up and down Köln-Aachen. Fiending for that timetable update, eh? We were speaking about it earlier and how there was nothing about it on the roadmap. I didn't even notice. There was nothing about it on the roadmap. See on Steam, there's a new VR train game where you drive a steam train delivering supplies during the war. I enjoy. Have you given it a go, Holy Trucker? I know you're like, you're the ASR's the Simrail propaganda minister. You're the VR propaganda minister in chat. Only on very new routes. What do you mean, like with TOD4 stat looks like after TSW3, the new lighting system? Or do you mean specifically the very, very, very new routes? Someone else I saw mention something like that. I haven't really noticed it, but somebody in the forums, I think it was, or on the TSC Discord, said how in the more recent routes, the lighting is somehow better. But I don't know whether it's placebo or whether it's actually the case, but it hasn't really been mentioned in the like patch notes and stuff. Lights are medded. What does medded mean? What do you mean by medded? It's all gone very quiet, man. Similar to the 104 situation. Is it even worth still developing the 104, realistically? Peak Forest is dead. Oh, modded. Not talking about the headlights. The headlights are modded. Or do you mean like Jetwash's lighting mods? That's fair. That's possible. Yeah. Are you referring to the vanilla game stat looks, or one that may have been modded? I've messed up this. I've completely messed this one up. It was going so well, eh? Gonna overshoot by quite a bit, I feel. Do we not have a suppression? Oh, we do have suppression. Oh, you know what? It wasn't too bad in the end. It wasn't too bad. Saved it by breaking quite hard. No, yeah, it looks fun though. It looks a lot like the Russian train game you get out and shoot bandits. Yeah, Trans-Siberian Railway Sim. I mean, hey, I think that's a pretty good game. Pretty interesting. Could be worth a look at the very least. I love taking this land during weekends. During the weekends, you can buy unlimited pass for $10. Nice. Ah, don't come to London, mate. Don't come to London. So, how are you? What's your kind of like short review, Jimmy, of the route? Have Dovetail done a good job with like the scenery, the feel, the atmosphere of the route? What's your opinion on it? I assume you've been playing it as well. Joe said he wanted to add the TGV to. Apparently there was an issue getting that Frankfurt movie, so hold up. Maybe, but it's something that can be added later, right? They can get everything else out and just add that later on, just like I guess they're planning to do with it on Frankfurt. This is obviously all assumption and guesswork. But yeah. To be honest, Dad looks, the vegetation on here, which we can't see anymore, unfortunately, but the vegetation on here, in my opinion, is done pretty well. I won't lie. I really like it. Oh, hello. So what's going on here then? Oh, hello. Everything's dancing. Is it meant to be windy? I can hear the wind. Okay, you zoom away and it kind of like fixes itself a little bit. During weekdays, the tickets are pretty expensive. I'm sure they don't get anywhere near as expensive as what we've got here in London. But I'm glad you're able to make the most out of it on the weekends. That's good, man. Definitely not normal, Domi. I don't know what you guys got over there in Italy, but definitely not normal everywhere else in the world, man. They have new trees too, that really tall one. What, here? Oh, like these ones right now that we're passing, yeah. Didn't actually notice, to be honest, that they were new. This line feels very realistic. I like it. Nice. Good. Can't get much better of an opinion than someone who lives the line. It's like me with the suffragette line. Ask me about it. That was my local line for a long time. Trouble is, every month it gets delayed. There comes a new German train. Yes, that, Simon, and in addition to that, they tend to use them a lot for Dovetail's own routes. Dovetail tends to use them a lot for their own routes. So, I touched on it earlier, but like, it's the price you pay for not training staff to that particular level. And then you got one bloody person or two people in the whole team, so you got to use them over here, and then you pull them over there, and then you pull them back over here, and it's like they can never work effectively on their own things, you know. Which is fair in on the business side of things, because you know they're hired by Dovetail, so you know it's got to be the priority. But still, sucks for us. The light, dummy, is on dim. It's on dim. I've got a mod for brighter lights. Here it is bright, and here it is dim. Maybe I'll remove the mod. I don't know. But as far as I know, US locos, please my Americans in chat confirm if I'm wrong or right. As far as I'm aware, though, for US locos, the default versions, the unmodded ones, the headlights are nowhere near as bright as they should be. So, I guess maybe it's a clash between just the lighting emissives and the brightness of the headlight from the mod that make it so that you end up not really seeing much. It kind of has the opposite effect, alongside the fact that there's a bit of mist, the rain also plays a part, I think. There should be more Joes indeed, yep. Like, it's nice having him there and having him, you know, be the only one of that particular skill level, but why not aim to make that the standard, you know? Have him as a trainer for a short period of time. Let him train others so that now you've got multiple Joes, like you've said. You know, just, I don't need to say it. It's just imagine it. Imagine if there were multiple Joes. Maybe we'd get even more personal projects alongside more busy routes. Hey, Simon, if at all possible, my man, please help. Have you been messing around with it on the Unreal Engine editor? It's worth taking a look at creating timetables and just kind of getting an idea of what actually goes into it. Because it's one thing to kind of, I guess, I mean, I don't know how much you know, but it's one thing to, I guess, kind of see it from an outside point of view, and then another thing to get stuck in and realize what you actually end up coming up against. True, Stad looks. Yep, true. It's my gripe with Simrel. Plenty of vegetation, yes, but it's not correct. And I know it's been auto-gen. But nonetheless, the fact remains. Do I know why London is called London? No. Dummy. Enlighten me. I think the light of this game does not feel realistic. That's the reason why your headlight looks weird. Yeah, I think, yeah. If by default, Dovetail, when they're developing these trains, set the light brightness correctly, then it would make more sense. When you're modding, yes, you're trying to make things more realistic and as per reality, but you're also fighting what a Dovetail have set already in the game, which is something Jetwash struggles with whenever he does his lighting magic. Coming in a little bit hot, hey? Oof. We got to full service with that. Similar situation to the previous station. I think we're alright here now. Yeah, we might even stop a little bit too soon. Whoops. Well, as I always say, I'd rather stop too early than overshoot. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. I suggested a timetable crew regular announcement. Well, that's where I would remind you of the preservation crew, which were disbanded. That would basically, like, the way the Dovetail has advanced from what the preservation team used to do back in TSW2, I think their work would have also advanced to things like improving timetables alongside the TOD4 stuff. But for whatever reason, they were disbanded. I haven't tried the editors. I'm on PS5. If you've got a PC though on hand at all, or a laptop, oh, but you'd need the game though, I think, wouldn't you? I think you would need the game, yeah. Well, it could be worth maybe no, but then you would need the roots. I was gonna say get the free version of the game and then get the editor, but then you would need access to assets and roots. So you'd need those roots. So yeah, no, never mind. We come back full circle. That was not a perfect stop, Tommy. I don't know why London is called London. You should tell me you live there. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, mate. I haven't got a clue. You're not the only one Stad looks. Dommy's autocorrect is also giving him hell. AI, eh? Well, I know it's not exactly AI, but you know what I mean. You can use bell when approaching a station, that's what the drivers usually do. Really? Does it matter whether they're stopping there or not, Jimmy? They always use, like, for every station. Not everyone's comfortable with it, Dommy. Not everyone's comfortable with it. The add-ons, yeah, Simon, yeah. They always get you somewhere, eh? Hey, feel free to come to the light, man. Feel free to come to the light. Start off with get as a little PC. Start off with the free version. Get your hands on some on sale DLCs bit by bit. You know, just throwing it out there. The best you had nothing to see. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do. Well, yes, I can just leave the route and then do something else, but hey. I wanted to look for something in the day. We started off with some sunlight and very quickly it's gone. To alert passengers stand behind the yellow line. Why do you guys over there always need that extra assistance? A horn constantly blowing through a secure crossroad, bells going through stations. What's going on there, my people, man? What's the situation over there, Jimmy? What is it? It's real life. I mean, on a UK route, that looks for sure. On a US route, which is what this mod is meant to be doing, the lights are bright. The lights are very bright. It's just, you know what? Let me try something. Let me try something. Let me try and see if I can remove, like, the fog. Because usually, the things, like, bouncing off, the lights just bouncing off the fog. Okay. Maybe not like that. Maybe not 1. Maybe 0.1. No. Okay. Whoops. Then maybe 0. maybe I just leave it. Eh? Maybe I just leave it. There you go, 0. Yeah, just don't. There you go. There you go. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Yeah. It's the fog. It's the fog. The light bounces off the fog. This is a lot better. So now even if I go to bright with ditch lights, look at that. It's what it's meant to be. This is realistic. This is how it should be. But with the fog, which Dovetail love to do when it rains, they love that mist, which is not necessary. You don't need mist every time it rains. That's not really how it works in reality. You get it sometimes, but not every time. Here we are. Now it's beautiful. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, it's like a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Goodness me. I've only got a laptop though, so something really good. Plus, even if they reflected cross licensing, I don't have much disk space. Oh yeah, yeah. Someone's not leaked, but someone's revealed the size of West Coast Mainline over SHAP. 18 gigabytes plus. 18. Previously, I think it was 13. Castle Wurzburg. 18. Yeah. Calculate megabytes to euros. Yeah. It's a lot. A lot. So your internet to get good, Domby. Oh man, it's so nice without the fog, innit? It's so nice without the fog. Like, it's fine to have rain without fog. Honestly, it is. It really is. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You'll see mist when it's heavy rain. When it's heavy rain, you'll see a mist. But you would never see a mist when it's just normal rain. Like this sort of rain. Very, very light rain. You'll never see a mist. Unless it just happens to be foggy. But it's completely separate from the rain itself. Anything interesting, ASR? Or is it just a general question? But yes, shout out to them for being active. Actions speak louder than words, man. Always. I don't want to hear how passionate you are. I want to see how passionate you are. That's how you earn my cash. The whole collection is 2,400 euros. It's gonna climb. It's a new TSC. It's a new TSC. We could see 10,000 plus. Now remember, things are getting more expensive as well. We could see $10,000 plus, man. We'll go back to those days. Basically gave up on high-end PC gaming and went all in on PlayStation. Any particular reason, Simon? Did you just prefer the ease of use, I guess, that a PS5 brings? Voltage drops and such. Nice and informative. Nice. Always have simple games. Like Bus Driver. Bus Driver was one I spent many hours with on my old laptop. I still have it. It's still on my Steam. Maybe I'll pull it out one day. Classic. I think it might be an SCS title, you know. It might be. I think it's an SCS title. Even TSC. TSC is meant to be working fine with older hardware. How can it be jerky with TSC as well? I mean, obviously, it's got to be old and, I mean, decent for its age, right? But nonetheless, can't catch a break. Cannot catch a break. If you guys want me to turn on the cab lights, just let me know. I do like the darkness, though. That sounds a bit strange, but it's peaceful, isn't it? What are you WTFing, LSZ? What are you WTFing? Or what are you dreaming about? Here it comes. Here we go. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Yeah, no, fair enough, Simon. Yeah, that's completely valid. You considered buying bit by bit at one time? I think it's very mentally exhausting, to be honest. Planning to buy everything at once. It was a hard pattern for me to break out of. But when you get things bit by bit, it makes life a lot easier. A lot easier. And it actually ends up happening. Whereas when you keep saying, oh, you know, I won't have enough money to get it all in one go, it just 9 times out of 10 never ends up happening. Why? Why? What are you doing? I'm below 30, way below 30. Stop your rubbish. It's too late. It is, bro. It actually is. It actually is too late. It's a Friday as well. Let our brother rest, but let our brother breathe. It's been a long week. It's been a long ass week. Yeah, hell of an investment, Simon. Oh boy. Look what I've gone and done. Me too. How long is it going to be to the end of the stream? This is our last run. We're heading to the last station now. Let's say 5 to 10 minutes. We're due in Worcester. My controller has just died, and my thing charging my iPad. Ow! Ow! Why is that so hard to get off? My controller's just died. Oh my god, I've done it again. Well, I can't control the train because my controller's broken. It's not broken, it's died. Shh. Doing too much. Doing way too much. That really hurt my thumb trying to get the cable out. What was I even gonna say? Yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna check the, okay, so yeah, we drew at a quarter past. We are running a little bit late though, so yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. Probably spent a grand. Oof. Well, Simon, if you are, happy to bend rules, there are ways for you not to spend anything on TSW DLC. Of the 3 ways that I've done it for the 3rd time. I keep going over the axis limit. Lock in. We're almost at the end. Of the 3 ways that OHLE voltage gets affected, 2 are complete. Brother in Christ, please. Of the 3 ways the OHLE voltage gets affected, 2 are complete and coming with the early access release, one of which will be editable with the editor to make tasty voltage scenarios, and the third way will be simplified for the moment. Any information on what the third way is and what the other two what the 2 ways are? Have a good night, Tommy. Thank you for hanging around, my man. Good to see you. Take care of yourself. Are you off to LSZ or are you just replying to Tommy? Ciao. Ciao. Or is it arrivederci or something like that? Something with A and ends in chi. Arrivederci. Something like that. Don't be angry at me. Just ciao, okay. So what's the other one? What does the other one mean? And I never know when I will next stream, Stadlux. So we're both on the same page, same pages of the different books. I'm waffling. Have a good night, Stadlux. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Why do you disappear for so long, man? You'll disappear for like 2 months and then just come back randomly and chill and then disappear for 2 months again. Take care of yourself, my man. Until next time. It means hello and bye. Okay. Very well. I will conform to your ways. Ciao indeed. Ciao indeed. My phone is also low battery. Everything's low battery. Everything's dying on me. It is what it is. You try to understand the phrase to know if it is meant to be. I don't know why. I should try to understand. I have no need to understand, so. Just buy a charger. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6. I've got 5 or 6. They're all being used. That's the problem. Either all being used or just not accessible right now, or I can't be bothered to use them. Stad looks. I understand. Understandable. Understandable. So get your priorities straight, man. And your priorities are straight. Your priorities are straight, as it should be. The 5/6 is because you don't know where the 6 is gone, right? No, I've got a couple in my bag that are like backups or for when I'm driving. So I've got one. So I've got 2 of these very, very long ones. One coming from the PC to a device, and that's what I use to charge my light, my fan, and sometimes my controller if I need to connect it like that, or my phone if I want to connect my phone directly to the PC. Then I've got another long one that I use for my 3-pin that goes into the socket. I've got 2 heads. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. One's a bit weird, one's a bit funny. I tend to avoid that one. So I've got 2 heads, and then 3 short ones, then 1 USB-A to USB-C, 2 USB-As to USB-Cs, and I think that's it. So it's just a mess, basically. The lot of these long ones, I've got a C to C, which is what I'm using to charge my controller, and then the one that goes to the PC is USB-A to C. Idle voltage. At this point, editor, fix it, MP, no electrical. Dispatcher, roll. And no HLE, just saying electrical lots to the full electrical station. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing. Okay. Release my brakes and stop being silly. Ciao, Tommy. Have a good night. Ooh, very timely. Very, very timely. I'm gonna get my ass to bed straight after this. Well, after I chill for a bit on my phone, as I do. I didn't intend for both of these runs to be night runs. At least we managed to get rid of the fog for this one. Ooh, the horseshoe curve loco. Nice. Nice. That's the first time I'm seeing a non-CSX freight loco on here. Nice. Haha. Not gonna say what I was gonna say. Worcester. Worcester. That's the correct pronunciation, I believe. Well, it's what I've been told by Dovetail themselves, so there you go. Worcester. Or stream the drink beer. Hey, if it works, man. It's good to have balance. It's good to have balance. I'll tell you that much. I think I'm okay for my position to put some advice out there, you know? Balance. You should be able to do some things, you know, in your own time, your own space. By the same time, acknowledge, of course, that, you know, she's there and her too. She should be allowed to, you know, go off, do her own things for a little bit, be in her own space, do her activities, but be aware that you are there and time must be sacrificed. We made it, boys. We've made it. We've made it. Yeah. There's also Worcestershire, which is spelled the same way, but with a shire. Shire. S-H-I-R-E. Shire. I used to pronounce it as younger. Worcestershire. Well, no. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. It used to be purple. It was there's a flavor of it. Crisps or chips, if you're in the US. Very nice. They removed it. I don't know why. I just have this memory of some guy in school that I used to attend when I was younger. That must have been allergic, or he like itched his eye with it in his fingers or something, and his eyes were just red. Very random memory. One that stuck with me. I don't know why. Right, gentlemen. Nice. That looks good. Good. Listen, the key is happiness and contentment. And with a relationship, you can't force that. You know, it has to happen naturally. You can if you force it, it'll fall apart, man. Provisions must be made, yes, but you cannot sacrifice happiness or joy or peace or contentment for the other person. No, some things you cannot sacrifice, except for a while, for a very, very short while. But yeah, that'll be for another day. We'll do another relationship advice stream. I'm very white, aren't I? Take the brightness down a little bit, make myself a bit more orange. Winter has run Simbro. Yeah, I saw your screenshot yesterday. I believe it was yours. With the snow. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. But yeah, gonna call it there. Thank you very much, my people. It's been a pleasure streaming to you tonight. It's been a pleasure conversing. It's been a pleasure conversing with you lot. Thank you for your continued support, even, you know, when I'm not streaming every single day, every single hour. As soon as I can get back a schedule, I'll do that. But it's unlikely because of work and the way the shifts are, it'll be unlikely to even have 2 weeks that are exactly the same. So, bear that in mind. I'll try and give a good heads up. I think the Sunday announcements, work out quite well. Don't expect any announcements for this month. And yeah, we'll deal with it as it comes. Yes, that looks good. Time well invested. Obviously, not everyone will agree, but I think that's time well invested. But yeah, I will leave you guys there. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Have a lovely rest of your Friday or your Saturday if it's past midnight. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. If I do, I'll see you guys then. If not, have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much again. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. Health is wealth. I do want to see you guys again. And until next time, take care. Peace out.